Welcome back to Follow the Compass North. Today we're starting off right at the end of the bowline video, so if you haven't seen that one, I would recommend going back and checking it out because it's critical to know the bowline knot in order to do the trucker's hitch, which is what we'll be discussing here today. I already have a bowline set up in my large knot so you can see what it looks like. This is, as we mentioned, a false bowline, but it's still very effective in creating this trucker's hitch. So if you have been following along to this point, you're able to make a fixed loop at the end of a line, which is either a bowline or an overhand knot. I'm going to be going with the bowline. From here, we're going to be running another line through the end and creating a pulley system. This is really nice because if you have this around a piece of shelter or a bundle of sticks, or you're lashing a piece of equipment onto your ruck, or any other litany of uses for this in the wild, when you create this pulley system and pull, with both ends moving, you get a 2-to-1 pull ratio. So if you pull a 50 pounds, you'll get 100 pounds on this, and we're able to tie things down tightly and with a lot of control. So I've got 3 posts here set up into my work area, be able to wrap around and have a tying surface here. I won't be able to really cinch these down. They're steel into several inches of wood here, so they're not going to move very much. But if I did have a little bit of give in here by running my line through the end of the fixed loop, there we go, through the end of the fixed loop and pulling hard, actually I could probably look like I could snap some of these off if I really wanted to because of this pulley action that we're getting. Now we're not messing with this bowline, we're not messing with this this fixed loop. We're just looking at what we're causing here. If I pull hard, we can pinch that little pulley line right there. If we just pinch here hard, we can let go and it won't loosen up. It's still very tight. You can actually hear it. Different notes there. Might be able to make a little improvised musical instrument. Maybe we'll work a little bit on our psychological health, which is another part of survival. So we pulled here nice and tight. Once I'm satisfied with my tension here, I'm going to pinch here, and now I have plenty of ability to use this running end however I like. I'm going to create a bite in this running end, which is just a line folded over itself, as I've explained in previous videos. Go around the line and back through the hole that it has made, and I'm pulling back towards the fixed loop, and it's good to go. This creates a slip loop, which is hooked onto the fixed loop, which is really nice because I pulled a lot of tension onto this, and you'd think it'd be hard to untie, but since it's a slip loop here, all we have to do to strike this is pull the running end, and it all comes apart nice and easy. That's why I like using this thing for sheltercraft, this trucker's hitch for sheltercraft, because if I'm tying it in icy conditions, there's snow, there's ice, there's water, it's getting melted into my line, there's friction, so it's liquid. When I tie this down and I sleep in that shelter overnight, oftentimes these lines will freeze. And when they freeze, if I've tied something like a bowline or a square knot, I'm unable to undo, I'm unable to strike that knot in the morning. But with a trucker's hitch, all I have to do is grab here. Maybe I have to pull a little hard because it's frozen, but it will pop through very easily. If I'm worried that this is not going to hold or it's going to catch on something, maybe I use this on my ruck and I'm walking through the wilderness and it's going to be snagging on branches or brush, I can put a safety in it, which all you do is you take your running end, run around the bite here, the slip loop, exposed slip loop, and pull down tight. This way when you pull this, it does not loosen up. It stays nice and tight. Now you do need to work that off that end if you're going to strike it, but that's the point of having a safety. It's one extra step. So there it is. We're using the bowline from the bowline episode, tying a trucker's hitch to show a not self-tightening, but a way to do a 2-to-1 pull on a line, allowing you to tighten it down, tie it, and put a safety in as necessary for easy tying and untying for sheltercraft and other various survival needs. If you enjoyed our content, please feel free to like, subscribe, share our video, check out some of our other videos. Anything you do that helps the channel is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and have a great day.